It was important for me to speak out and to step out as an elder, not a disposable elder, but an elder that's alive and well. And what I've noticed about people my age is that people take more time, they speak more slowly, they don't expect anything. And there's a huge group of us that are being ignored, that are just not present for anyone else. And so I wanted this to be a loving kind of expression to speak to that, to say something about that. When you read it, that there's articles about the relationship between older people, younger and older people, all kinds of relationships. But what it does is it shows great respect for all of them. And what I think is happening now is there's an awful lot of loss of that respect. This book is really, it's a recognition of the relationship between us and each other and our relationship with humanity and with love and kindness. And I don't see a lot of that. I see less of that. The other piece of that for me is that there's a lot of books out right now, a lot of books. Most of them are political books. Most of them are somebody's against somebody else. And that really is fine because there's an awful lot of people we need to understand and know more about. At the same time, I think there's room for a book that speaks to the heart and to the soul, that is encouraging, that is loving and kind. And so I call it my little book with a big heart. And it is. Spirituality is an inquiry into the nature of our being. It's really it's an inquiry into the science of the invisible. And so much of science is really now approaching the same thing. When we talk about quantum physics, we've really now had spirituality and quantum physics talking about the same thing, the absolute reality of the invisible, which is really wonderful. It's a wonderful conversation to have. So Murphy, the dog, can have that conversation. He can wonder about anything that's invisible because he lives in an invisible world. Well, Murphy started writing poetry when he was around 7 years old. And his mom was very kind and did a lot of spelling correction. To this day, Murphy has not learned how to spell, but he has a lot of help with it. And because poetry was something that moved him, actually, I think what happened for Murphy, when he was 7 years old, was that he discovered that poetry was music slowed down. And he found the rhythm of music. He found the heart of music. He found it in poetry. And so I think if we want to be uplifted, the most powerful way to be uplifted is to listen to a song. And so some of what I think talent is the confidence to wait patiently for what you have no control over. The other thing I discovered while writing, which is just a fun aside, is that if I were to deliver a very powerful, meaningful, spiritual message from the pulpit, people would say, well, yeah, Bob does that, he's a minister. But if I had my dog or a homeless man deliver the same message, everyone said, oh, that was incredible. That was amazing. And so what I've discovered is, don't try to be the man who delivers the good. Just try to be the person available for the good to come through. And don't have to have your signature on your good. And it goes a lot further than when you have to sign off on it.